so cold. So cold. I need something to warm me up. I need something to warm me up. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Brian's Jerky Journey, episode 15. I am your host and the place to be, the notorious Brian G. Or you can call me other things. Brian G. That jerky guy, Bri the jerky guy. Whatever. Trying to play it by ear in terms of looking at different ideas of what names of monikers I should go by. But it is Small Business Saturday after Thanksgiving. I am getting out of the 8th annual Methuen CPAC, which stands for Special Education Parents Advisory Council, holiday craft fair held at our local library here in Methuen, Massachusetts. And it was a great event. We had a lot of people come out and turn out for this, and a lot of really cool craft vendors selling a variety of different items. A great option for your local shoppers as it relates to buying gifts. Great gift ideas for your friends and family. So we ourselves bought a bunch of stuff ourselves. So we had actually bought a really nice custom wreath with a Grinch theme. It's a fake wreath, so it was costly, but we get to reuse it every year. So bought that. That was probably one of the highlights of it. We actually bought a really cool placemat for Santa, customized with their kid's name on it, which we'll get probably in the next week or two from this local family in the town that does them. It's really cool. It's a really great way to get the community together, and we get people from the community that come to support, take part in this. Local libraries right in the center of Methuen. It's right on a major stretch of road. It takes you right into New Hampshire, and it's a great way to support your local small business owners, especially on this Small Business Saturday. But in the middle of the event, we actually were running low on food, on sweets for our bake sale. So I was tasked with running down the street to our local supermarket to buy some additional products for it. And while I was there, I came across the jerky that I wanted to review a couple weeks back. And I just thought it was a cool name of a jerky, and because it kind of brings me back to my childhood. And the name of the jerky is called Matador. And the reason why kind of goes back to my childhood is, I was a big professional wrestling fan as a kid. I'm sure a lot of people my age were in the 1980s. I'm kind of more of a closet fan now. Very rarely will I watch it start to finish. I'll kind of just go on YouTube and just catch the highlights, per se. Plus, I don't want my kids getting involved, seeing it because of me and getting into it, not understanding the concept of fiction versus reality. But the Matador name, I always think about this particular wrestler I grew up as a kid watching. He was a wrestler from Tacula, Mexico, by the name of Tito Santana. And for years, that was his name. Very basic attire, nothing special fancy about him. And they decide to do what's called a repackaging, where in essence what they do is they take that person out of the limelight for a while and they reintroduce that wrestler as a different character. And given his Mexican roots, they wanted to present him as a bullfighter and named him El Matador, Tito Santana. So that was him as a kid. So, that was him back then when I was a kid. So, anyway, so when I saw this Matador brand, I actually thought it'd be cool to check it out. And ironically enough, I'm kind of in a bowl kind of mood today. So I have the Matador Original Beef Jerky, and then I have my Red Bull Total Zero, which I absolutely love. People think it's crazy that I drink Red Bull. I drink Red Bull just once a day. And not every day, for the most part. I personally like this because it's 0 sugar, 0 carbs. Total zero. And it actually doesn't taste that bad for me. Maybe it's because I've been drinking it for so long that it's kind of an acquired taste and I'm used to it. But I like it. So, and it's very hard to find the Total Zero nowadays. Usually I find the sugar-free, and then there's different variants of the sugar-free, which I'm not into. Unfortunately, it's gone to the point now where I'm drinking more of the Monster brand based zero, total zero, which is, they call it Monster Ultra. And those are actually, I believe those are 32 ounces. It's way bigger than this. This is a 12 fluid ounce can. I prefer that because it's just enough, not too much. The Monster's too much, but they got pretty good flavors. But again, I usually drink it middle of the day. Kind of replaces any need for caffeine at that point. So, moving along. So the Matador Beef Jerky is the original. They state it's slow cooked and smoked. Back of the package says Matador gives you fuel to help tackle what's next. Power through what you gotta do so you get back to what you want to do. Actually, nice little jingle. So this is a 3-ounce package. So it's 3 servings in a bag for standard 1-ounce size. 80 calories, 10 calories from fat, 1 gram of fat, no saturated or trans fats, 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 710 milligrams of sodium. So that's kind of high. 7 grams of carbs, no dietary fibers, 6 grams of sugar, and 9 grams of protein. So, in charge for order. Kind of speaking to the bowl. So let's dig into this. We're going to talk about it being a fresh lock zipper. And the price point right on there, it's $7. That's usually about the standard size you'll see for a bag this big. Ironically enough, if you get like a 1-ounce bag, it might only be a couple dollars less. So, my opinion is if you were to get jerky and get the most for your money, you get the standard 3-ounce bag. So yeah, so let's dig into it. So the package, tenderness and texture, and then initial scent. So initial scent, I can already smell it. It's got a nice smoky taste, smoky scent to it. And pulling out the first one right here, and I kind of feel like this might be an outlier, but it's very firm but easily tearable. Easy to tear. So it comes off like that. Let's look at another piece. Yeah, so this is pretty sturdy. I like it. And this has been in the car for a couple hours, and right now it's 32 degrees outside here in New England, so it's a little cold, but it tears fairly easy, but it's not flimsy. So I'm going to go out on a limb and actually give this a 5 for tenderness and texture on a 5-point scale, because it's pretty, it's sturdy, but like I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's coming off fairly easily. And yeah. So scent and smell, it's got a smokiness scent to it initially from opening the bag. It definitely has that. It's almost kind of like a sausage, like a smoked sausage scent to it. Why don't you take a smell as well? Try to touch it, see what you think right there. So I'll give this a 4 out of 5. Because it's not anything that, like, it's got a nice scent. I'm not turned off by it, so it's not going to be a lower rating. But it's not anything that I smell and I'm like, that smells really good, and I'm looking forward to eating it. But that can change as I check the chewiness and the taste. So let's do that. It's good. It's got you can definitely taste the smokiness of it. And again, kind of going back to the tenderness, it's coming, like, pretty much now, I don't know if you can see it, but, I have, that's a decent sized serving right there. For all I know, that can be an ounce right there. But, yeah. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 as well. So, it's always easy on the chewiness and taste aspect when ranking it, because it's 50% of the score. So if a 4 is half the score, that's 2 right there. And then a 5 is a quarter. So that's like a 1.25. So it's 1, 2 1/4. So this is going to be, I believe, a 4 1/4 total star rating out of 5 for the Matador Beef Jerky. So, yeah. It's fairly good. But yeah, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, I did a post on the turkey jerky, and I just officially launched that yesterday. So usually it would take me like 1 to 2 days post-record to kind of bring everything together and then document everything on the description side and put in the appropriate links. But I really hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I still have a couple upcoming videos as it relates to the jerky that I've gotten the last couple days. So still have the Wicked Cuts Carolina Reaper and bacon jerky that I'm going to do a panel test with. I have the teriyaki and teriyaki salmon jerky from the Charleston, South Carolina House of Jerky. I actually took part. Wicked Cuts sent me an email about a Black Friday sale. It's 25% off, and they do charge you for shipping. So with the 25% off, I think the 25% off accounted for subsidized 80% of the shipping cost. So I went ahead and ordered their orange. They have an orange teriyaki, and then I think I got a mesquite barbecue teriyaki. So I'll probably get that within the next week. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but I think right over here is going to be right down here is going to be the like button for you to like this video. And then on the upper right hand side of the video, or actually basically around the right hand side, either upper or lower right hand side of the video, is where you can subscribe to see past and future episodes. There is an option, and just so you know, there is an option if you subscribe where you can actually disable notifications. So if you're the type of person who doesn't like subscribing to YouTube channels because you don't want to get notifications if they post a video or anything like that, you can disable that option and still be subscribed to the video. But I definitely love it if you guys would go ahead and like the channel and build that up, because I think as the number grows, then it's not something where I want to take this as a full-time thing, but I would love to have kind of a following where it can allow me to build some credibility to try out some new options, as well as give recommendations for options that I've tried and have a good reach for it. So, but in any event, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like this video, hit the subscribe button to watch past and future videos, and then you can catch me on my other channels on Facebook at Brian's Jerky Journey, Twitter at BG Jerky Journey, and on Instagram at Brian's Jerky Journey. So that'll do it for episode 15 of Brian's Jerky Journey. I hope you enjoy the journey with me, and you'll join me in the next one. Thanks.
Thank you for watching Brian's Jerky Journey. If you don't like jerky, you suck.